Hey, Tomas here, founder of Clinic Success Partners. Welcome to video 1 in the Clinic Success Academy. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how this partnership works, what we ask of you, and what you can expect from us at Clinic Success Partners in the event that you're a client of ours. If you're not, welcome anyways. I'm looking forward to going through some really important principles that no doubt will massively help you scale your medical practice, whatever vertical that is in. So this is the video that sets up everything else in the Academy. If you only get to watch one to start today, make sure this is it. So we'll get stuck into it. Here's the thing I want to say up front, because it completely changes how you use everything else in this Academy. Most clinics don't have a marketing problem. They have a sales problem and a systems problem. That may be contradictory to anything all those marketing agencies are telling you, but genuinely, very high percentage of the time, that is it. Obviously, good marketing helps. A great service is essential, but at the end of the day, a good service or product makes marketing easy, and good marketing makes sales easy. We'll take care of marketing, getting people in the door, but what happens after that is where really this course will shine. Think about what that means. You can basically pour more leads into a broken funnel, and the clinic will still struggle. And again, maybe this is something that has happened to you previously if you've worked with marketing agencies that promised you a certain amount of leads or had some sort of guarantee like 30 appointments in 30 days. And yet at the end of the day, you're still chasing your tail because it's bringing you in a bunch of tire kickers that don't have high lifetime value, i.e. they come in once and never show up again. In situations like this, the bottleneck isn't volume. It's what happens to that volume once it arrives. So for example, you get this where there's a lead who calls and waits on hold, a consultation that doesn't end up in a booking, a patient who books or doesn't show. And that's 9 times out of 10 where the revenue is actually leaking. But this is actually great news because fixing sales and systems is mostly free. The only investment is one of time, but it's a skill set and methodology that will stand the test of time and you can reuse again and again. So we're not asking you up front to double your ad budget. What we're actually showing you across every video in this academy is to tweak, double, triple, or quadruple your ROI without doubling your ad spend by squeezing much more out of every marketing dollar that you're already spending. So you get more people to show up, people that are more qualified, and you get them to spend more money ultimately. This, again, completely changed the economics of any medical practice because it is what allows us to remove cash flow as a constraint. And again, we will have conversations throughout this course about cash flow management, things like that. But this system is what does all of that. And that's why we call it the Predictable Patient Engine, which is our marketing component, and the Clinic Success Operating System, or Clinic Success Engine, for the entire thing, including sales, operations, and all that good stuff. So this is the infrastructure that we will be installing inside your clinic together. Ads and so on are one lever. Your team's conversion is another. Your existing patient database is another one. And we're already pulling in all of them in parallel from day one for you. So you get to see the compound effect across the first few weeks, not just the end of 90 days. And that is a frame for everything we build together. Here's the honest version of how this works, right? One of my biggest priorities is transparency, communication, and respect. So this is what we say to every single client that we onboard. Think about hiring a personal trainer. You can hire the best trainer on the planet, the one that gets Brad Pitt ripped and whatever other big famous celebrities are out there. You can get the best program you can buy, have every session in the calendar, but if you don't show up and do the reps, you won't see the results. Accountability is key here. The trainer can design the program, coach the form, spot you on every lift, but they cannot do the reps for you. So in this instance, we are the trainer, and it is our job to take as much of the heavy lifting off your plate as possible, metaphorically, but we will also build a program and design the systems and empower you to build a better business. We will run the paid ads, install the automations, the AI infrastructure, we'll fix what's broken, and we'll coach your team on conversion, upselling, cross-selling, and so on. So view yourself like an athlete in a situation like this. You will implement, you will give us feedback, and you'll show up to the sessions and you'll trust the process. When both sides hold their side of the bargain, the results will compound. But when one side skips, results stall. And that's not just a judgment, that's just how the mechanism works. So we find that the clinics that get the most out of this partnership are the ones who treat it like a sport. They're in the game and not watching from the sidelines. They're thinking long-term, not just quick wins. And they treat their coach, in this case us, with respect and communicate. So the second mindset shift on that topic is about time horizon. This is not a 30-day sprint. We are playing the long game together. Now, again, we do want to get you quick wins, jumpstart the process. In the same way with fitness, you don't get a six-pack in week one. You build it through consistent compounding work over months, implementing really what a concept was called the infinite game. The infinite game, in a nutshell, is this idea that there are certain areas of life where the goal is to keep playing, to just stay in the game. Relationships, business, things like that. And we need to think of a longer time horizon. So the decisions you make in month one don't fully necessarily show up in the numbers until month 3 or 4. So again, it's not failure if results aren't coming in right away. We have to understand that this is an iterative process and we are fundamentally improving the entire business. And the reverse is also true. The decisions you skip in month 1 also show up as gaps in month 6. So the clinics that win the most of us are thinking 12 to 24 months out. They're understanding that it takes time to build a proper, predictable patient engine. They're not asking what did ads return this week. Again, in a situation like that, it's the equivalent of looking at the stock market minute by minute and getting reactive when there's fluctuations. We always want to be proactive, not reactive. We want to be stoic in our approach and control what we can control, be non-emotional, and think long-term. Clients that perform best with us are asking questions like, are we installing the right system? Because a tighter system in month 2 means better numbers in every month that follows. Here's what I want you to remember from this video. Don't think hyper like how are things going in week 1, although we do want to get quick wins. But we also want to be looking at what will the results look like in month 6 at this current trajectory. We're already pulling multiple levers in parallel. Your paid funnel, your existing database, your team's conversion, and your pricing and your offers, and you'll see that compound effect build across the first few weeks. Full picture does take time to develop, much like fitness. And again, these are evergreen principles. It's the reason why businesses take time to grow. So whether you're running an aesthetic clinic, a dental practice, a regenerative medicine center, or a chiropractic team, this long game principle is identical. Only the cycle lengths change. The compounding logic does not. Let's get practical. How we communicate and what we ask of you. Here's how we work together day by day. So number 1, Slack is your primary line with us. Your account lead is there, your account manager is there, and we'll respond fast. Typically within a few hours during working hours, Monday to Friday. Treat this like a business partner, not a help desk ticket. Short message, direct question, we're on it. We always want to have one point of contact with any business. It is kind of like having too many cooks in the kitchen. Right? It spoils the broth. If we ask you a question or there's homework, so to speak, on your side of things, your answer will unblock the revenue, literally. We might be waiting on your feedback before we scale a campaign or on a piece of creative, terms and conditions, a new offer idea, some sales scripts, and so on. A 4-hour reply time on your side versus 24-hour can mean days of lost lead volume and at the wrong time of the month. Or worse, non-responsiveness for days or weeks. Now, there's 3 specific things we will ask of you. First of all, as my mother, who is a skilled principal, used to say, education is not a heavy burden. It doesn't weigh anything to have in your back pocket. So number 1, please go through the training in this academy. This is not optional. The clinics that work through every video, ideally 1 a day at least, with their team, see significantly better results than the ones who skip. Knowledge and that skill will stand the test of time with you, and everything we teach is evergreen. It will work today, it will work tomorrow, it will work 1 year from now, 5 or 10, 15 or 20 years from now. We've structured that's a minimum of 1 module a day, 3 to 5 minutes per video, fairly concise, so you can get through it very fast. Secondly, give us feedback on the leads that are coming in. Tell us which leads turned into bookings. We have systems for this. We'll get into that again. But which ones booked but didn't show, which showed up, didn't buy. This feedback is gold. It allows us to make a data-driven decision. It tells us where the funnel is leaking, where it trains the algorithm faster. It helps us tighten the targeting before we scale. We cannot do our job without this loop. It's very efficient and quick, but it's worth thousands of dollars. Thirdly, trust the process. If we recommend a change to your offer, your follow-up sequence, your pricing structure, it's because we've seen it work across dozens and dozens of clinics, across 3 different continents. We'll show you the reasoning. Push back if you have data we don't, but we also always want to remember we're not magicians. Don't override us with a gut feeling, okay? We need time to install the play before you change course. And one thing I want to say before, and I mean it, if you're watching this video and we're working together, we took you on because we looked at what you're building and we believe we can move the needle and we believe in your mission. That's the only reason we work with anyone. So this video is also a friendly signal. This is our challenge. Bring the work ethic, bring the openness, bring the feedback. Respect the partnership the way we will, and we'll bring everything we have to bear. All of our team, every system, every lever, every campaign decision in service of your clinic's growth and your end goal, your mission. Again, we want to turn good clinics into great companies. The best clients we've ever worked with treat us like an extension of their team or a respected business partner. They let us know, they communicate, they give us honest feedback, and they hold up their side of the street. Again, we're very selective of who we work with, so that's what we're asking of you. So coming up in the academy, one of the videos I'm most excited about for you to watch is the in-clinic opportunity assessment. This is where we'll walk through how to find revenue you didn't even know you had inside your four walls, your existing pricing package, structure, your structure, your retention, your upsell. So that being said, looking forward to getting stuck into it. There's a lot of information. Please refer back to this course whenever you have any questions about objections and different scenarios. Make sure to drop any questions in Slack. If you ask a question and it's included in the course, we will refer you to the specific video just from an efficiency perspective because this course is structured the way it is for a reason. So again, just to recap what we've covered today. Number one, most clinics do not have a marketing problem. They have a sales and systems problem. It's exactly what the predictable patient engine fixes. If we can double your booking rate without doubling your ad spend by tightening the system, we're going to do so. It's more efficient for you and allows us to unlock way more to your bottom line. Secondly, this is a two-way street. Respectfully, like the gym, you have to do the reps. We build a program, we take care of all we can, and you implement it. And when both sides hold up their side of the bargain, the results really compound and turn into something incredible. Thirdly, when we work together day to day, Slack is your main channel for contact. Go through the Academy videos. Please make sure to always give us lead quality feedback. Trust the process, think collaboratively. Fourthly, think long term. The compound effect is real. Right? Again, like anything important in life, good things take time. We don't want to just think day by day, week by week. We want to think 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 24 months from now. Where do we want the business to be? And work backwards. Right? Begin with the ending in mind. What is the end goal? When you think longer term in life, we move from less of a reactive state and a fight or flight state to a more grounded, down-regulated rest and digest state, which allows us to remove the blinkers, look around, think clearly, and make better strategic decisions. One thing you can do in your clinic the next 60 minutes, if you are the clinic owner, make sure to open Slack, pin the CSP, our Clinic Success Partners channel, and send us a quick message confirming that you've watched video 1 and that you're keen to get started and what your commitment to us is in terms of getting through the training and confirm that you're good to get through the sales training and you understand the importance of education. Quick test, make sure to pick one other video in the Academy queue, watch it tonight, just one. When you watch it, keep it posted next to you. And at the end, write down a single thing you're going to implement tomorrow. One line, one action, and that's the kind of rhythm we want from this academy. One video, one takeaway, one implementation. And if you do that across 14 videos, you're going to have 14 new things installed in your clinic by the end of the month. And that's what compounding growth looks like. And again, after you watch this video, use these 3 questions to open a conversation with your team. Number 1, where do you think we're losing patients right now? Is it the marketing, is it the follow-up, or is it the consultation itself? Most teams will immediately point to marketing. The conversation that follows is usually the most valuable 10 minutes of the week. Secondly, how quickly are we currently calling back new leads? And what do we think happens to the leads we don't reach in the first hour? This question with the team will usually surface the callback speed issue that we see all the time without the owner having to make a directive. The team will usually arrive at the answer themselves. And thirdly, if we watched one Academy video a day together for the next 2 weeks, what would feel different about how we handle patients at the end of it? That being said, I'll see you in the next video.